Now, today, we are making Chinese food tonight for dinner. We have to make a sauce. I got some pre-bottled sauces, such as oyster sauce, and hoisin sauce, mayploy sweet chili sauce, them type things. But we're going to make one that's savory, because a lot of them have some sweetness to them. So we're going to start off with a couple bouillons here of caldo de pollo. You can pick up anywhere from Nora. This is tomato, but this is actually the wrong box. It's the other box. I don't know where it went, but anyway. That's just chicken bouillon there. We're going to add some water to it. I'll show you what we're going to do next. Very simple. Now today,
it's easy and chef.
So all we did here is add a quart of water to these two bouillons here. I'm gonna put in just a little bit of curcumin soy sauce. We don't want the sauce to be too salty, but we do want it to be savory. So something like so there. Next thing we're going to add here is some minced garlic. Like so. Add a little more there. There we go. And the last thing we're going to add to this here, for flavoring, is ginger paste. And they have this over in the produce section at most grocery stores at your market when you make grocery. A bit of that in there, like so. And I'm going to add just a little bit of fat to this sauce. And this is going to be here the sesame oil, pure, toasted. And there we are. Now I'm going to leave this as a base sauce. Now you can add sriracha or something to give it some kick, but we'll do that when we actually saute the food itself, I believe. So that way, people that don't like it spicy don't have to have it spicy. I mean, if you like it spicy, you can have it spicy. That way your whole family be happy. Or maybe your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your it will be happy. If they don't like it spicy or do like it spicy, they can add their own spice. So while that's heating up there, we're going to make a cornstarch slurry. Just going to add some cornstarch, some water. Well, that end of here, thicken up. And all we're waiting on now is to get hot enough to bust up the rest of them bouillons down there. You see there's a bouillon there. Once it gets up to a nice rumble there, those will go ahead and bust on up. Then we can taste it for saltiness and see what the flavor tastes like. We may add a little more soy sauce once we taste it. Okay, that's getting close to being all busted up. You can smell the garlic, you can smell that ginger. It's smelling really good. Really good. Good aromatics. So I mixed that up there, and you want it to be like the consistency of heavy cream or so, half and half. Still a few pieces there. We don't want to add that until we get all them chunks busted up from that bouillon. Getting close. Taste that. It's tasting pretty good. I'm going to add just a little bit of sriracha. Give it a little kick, but not too much. Because I don't want the children's to be saying it's too hot, spicy. There we go. There we go. Okay, so flavor's tasting really, really good there. Let's go ahead and thicken this up, make it like a sauce. Slowly whisk it in there so you don't get no clumps. Want it kind of thick. It's gonna coat all your vegetables and meat after you get done with your stir fry. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Smelling pretty good and tasting pretty good. It's just a real simple sauce you can make at home. It'll be delicious on your stir fry if you don't have all this bottled stuff like I got. I like it because most of the bottled stuff's real sweet. And, you know, I don't mind some sweet Chinese food, but some of it's got to be savory. But you could add some mushroom in there, give it some earth tones. No, this is just a base sauce. You can do a lot of things with this one base sauce. There we go. So for my birthday, I got a new Booz block cutting board. Beautiful board, cherry wood. We're gonna do a vegetable prep on this tonight. So we'll get it all unwrapped here, and of course, I showed you all this I got for my birthday. Beautiful knife there. So we're gonna be cutting up these vegetables in style tonight with a Booz board and a Damascus steel knife. For a nice meal, we'll be using some mushrooms, carrots, red onion, baby broccoli or broccolini, and some red bell pepper. So next thing we're gonna do here is prep our meat. I'm gonna do that over here on a plastic board since I just got that brand new board. I don't want to mess it up. But this here's just a chuck steak. I'm gonna cut thin strips out of it, and this will be our beef pot for our stir fry tonight. And this was $5.63. Take that fat off there. Chuck steak runs in a couple different directions. See the grain's going this way on this one and towards us on this one. So what we'll do is trim it up here, and we'll go across the grain this way. Cut thin strips, like so. See if y'all can see me here in the viewfinder. Yeah, you can see. Nice thin strips across there. This will be the beef portion. We're stir fry tonight.
Here we go down this road. The only one they let us know, yeah. Told this big truth, hold the news, make us fit the mold, yeah.
So for our stir fry, we have a couple of woks here. We got one wok that's pretty big, and we got a very big one. So we're gonna start off by cooking our meats first, pulling them to the side, and I'll show you what we're doing next. So we're gonna start off here with some sesame oil and brown our meat off here. Once that oil begins to smoke, we're gonna throw meat on there. And where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know if you can see the size of this wok. The film ain't gonna do it justice. This is a big wok right here. I guarantee you. Just kind of spread your meat out evenly there and let it brown. You don't want to crowd it too much. It'll start steaming on you. You don't want it to be steamed. You want it to have a little crust on it. There we go. And just let it be until you see the browning, and then give it a shake. Okay, we'll go ahead and give this a shake here. You may remember these from a previous video. I've done a couple of videos including these in there. These are really good, and we're going to have some of these for the stir fry tonight. Well, there's our meat there. It's looking pretty good. Got a little crust on some of it. It's cooked all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off to the side here. So our beef's off. Now it's time to do the same process with the chicken here. So for the fried rice, I'm actually using instant boiling bag rice here, and then we're going to take it, chill it down after it cooks, and I'll show you how we make the fried rice. Real simple. So one of the other things I picked up here is Tempura shrimp, private selection from Kroger. It says succulent shrimp coated with crispy Japanese style batter with soy dipping sauce. Let's see what we got here. So this says cook from frozen preheat oven to 450. Cook for 17 to 19 minutes. That is a long time on 450 in the oven. That seems too long, so we'll check that out. There we go. That's what they look like when you open them up there. They're pretty good. Packaged well. So I'm going to do half of them and then save the other half for later. Here's the sauce. Comes in frozen, but I think it'll heat up here in a few minutes and be saucy. We'll try that. Fried rice, we're going to use some green onion for sure. Stir fry is all about the vegetables. So we added some green bell, regular broccoli, some cabbage, and I got some sugar snaps here. Sugar snaps make such a good Chinese food ingredient because they got that little sweetness, especially if you're doing like a savory or spicy dish. It's great. Let's fry some rice. We just got some sesame oil in there so far. Got a good toss in there. I think we're going to add a little more sesame oil. There we go. I'm going to add some ginger next. Just top off this ginger. This popcorn rice popping all over me here. There we go. Some ginger. Keep this stuff moving. It'll be popping all over you. Throw some green onion on the subject. Right over here, we're going to add a little more oil. We're going to cook up them eggs we just scrambled there. Popping everywhere. There we go. Hard to hold this camera. I still got my tripod back out. Scramble it on this side here. We're going to fold it back into that rice here in a second. It's smelling delicious there. Last step here is just a little bit of soy sauce. Shake that in there and you're done. Ooh, that smells so good. That ginger really pops. Alrighty, Toddy. The first one we're going to make here is going to be the chicken one. Get our oil hot. Start throwing on our veggies. We're going to use the sauce we made a little bit earlier. A little cabbage on there. Sugar snaps. That looks about ready there. We're going to throw our chicken in there. Give it a toss and sauce it up. Okay, there we go. That's our sauce. Now it clots up once it gets cold like that, clumps up like that, gels up. And once it gets cold, and once it gets warm, it comes back to the sauce. We'll see here in a second. There we go. Don't that look delicious? That look delicious. All right, let's do the beef here. We're throwing our beef in here now, and then we're going to add our sauces. We got, what we're going to use here is hoisin sauce, Lee Kum Kee. There we go, a nice lathering of that in there. We also got this here Panda brand oyster flavor sauce. Very good. Very tasty. There we go. Now we're going to finish it off here with a little bit of sriracha here. Get that shake. Ooh, there we go. Look at there. Look at there. I think we have one more little sauce in here. We're going to throw a little my ploy in here. Get a little sweetness. Ooh, look at there, look at there. Don't that look good and saucy? And there's our shrimps. And there's our purses.